Hello students, welcome back to our channel Farm Easy Learn. In today video we will discuss about the quality control of the sterile products. We started the lecture of today. The three general areas of the quality control are majorly checked, and that are the incoming stock, manufacturing, and finished products. For the sterile products, the incoming stock requires the routine test of all the ingredients as well as the special evaluation, such as the pyrogen test on the water for injection. A glass test on the containers and the identification test on the rubber closures are also performed for these sterile products. It is also necessary to perform the microbial load test, that is also called as the bioburden test, to determine the number and the type of microorganism present in addition to the usual chemical and biological test. So sterile product is subjected to the leaker test, clarity test, pyrogen test, and the sterility test. First of all, we will discuss about the incoming stock. Whenever we will discuss about the incoming stock, incoming materials and components, when the raw materials, excipients, active pharmaceutical ingredients, containers, closures, and other materials arrive at the pharmaceutical facility, they are not immediately used in the production. They first go through the appropriate receiving, identification, sampling, testing, and the approval process. So, for these sterile products, incoming materials may include the active pharmaceutical ingredients or APIs, excipients, waters or materials used in the formulation, glass vials or ampoules, rubber closures, aluminum seals, packaging components, and other materials is required for the production. The quality control department performs testing according to the approved specifications and applicable standards. Means for raw materials, testing may include the appearance, identification, assay, purity, pH, moisture or water content, and the microbiological quality depending on the material. For sterile manufacturing, microbiological quality can be particularly important, where the applicable materials may also be evaluated for the bioburden or the endotoxin levels according to the approved specification. Packaging components are also very important. For example, the glass containers and the rubber closures must meet their approved specifications and must be suitable for use with the particular sterile product. The material is kept under the appropriate status, such as called as the quarantine area, until the required checks and testings are completed. Only after the material has been appropriately approved or released, it be used according to the pharmaceutical company quality system. So please remember, quality control of a sterile product starts before the manufacturing even begins. So next we have the manufacturing and the in-process control. During the sterile product manufacturing, quality control and the production work together to maintain the quality control over the process. So the exact control depends on whether the product is manufactured by terminal sterilization or by aseptic processing. During the manufacturing, different in-process tests and checks may be performed. For a sterile liquid product, these may include the parameters such as the appearance, clarity, pH, fill volume, assay concentration, and other product specific parameters. The manufacturing process itself must also be controlled. For example, we need to control the mixing, temperature, time, filtration, transfer, filling, and other critical process parameters. So, if the product is sterilized by a validated sterilization process, the required sterilization parameters must be monitored and recorded. If the product is manufactured using the aseptic processing, then preventing contamination becomes extremely important. This includes appropriate control of the personnel's materials, equipments, clean room conditions, air quality, cleaning and disinfection, and aseptic practices. Next, we have the finished product quality control. Once the sterile product has completed the manufacturing process, the finished batch is sampled according to the approved sampling procedure and sent to the quality control laboratory for testing. The purpose of finished product testing is to confirm that the product meets all the approved specifications and quality requirements before it proceeds through the formal batch release process. For a sterile pharmaceutical product, the exact test depend on the dosage form, formulation, route of administration, and approved specification. For a sterile liquid product, important quality control tests may include the appearance and clarity, pH, assay or potency identification, fill volume or extractable volume, sterility test. bacterial endotoxin test, particulate matter, container closure integrity, and other product specific test. So the finished product is not evaluated through the one single test. So quickly revise today topic, that is the quality control, and what are the things that should be under the quality control. First is the incoming stock, and next is the manufacturing, and third one is the finished product. So that is all for today lecture. Thank you for watching this video, and tell me what is the next video we should be discussed, and